Crazy. Lately I feel like escaping.
What's the deal, guys? It's your boy Jay Ryan, and I'm so excited to be doing my first one-on-one interview today. My guest today has been doing his thing from hit TV shows like The New Girl to winning his first Emmy just last year on a drama comedy series called Fargo. He also hosts his own podcast called the Lamorning After show. Check him out.
My name is Winston Bishop, and I am in desperate need of a condom.
I'm just here to play the butler, the shoe shine guy, and the pimp.
I was drawn into a chain of events last time Mrs. Lyon was kidnapped.
Kidnapped?
That never happened.
Oh. Nah. I don't believe it. Yeah, baby, that's not Denzel.
What's up, guys? I want to give a warm welcome to my boy, actor and comedian and Emmy award-winning Lamorne Morris in the building. Lamorne, what up?
What's up, man?
Thank you for coming today.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? The moment you told me you were doing it, I said, hey,
you did say.
Let me do it.
He said, text me. It's so funny because when I ask people to come on the show, I'm always like, what's going to be their response? But I try not to get offended if they say no, you know?
Oh, no.
But your response was so like, yeah, duh.
Yeah. You know, I've known you for, since I've been in LA. Have we known each other for, are you from here?
So I'm saving something to the end of the show, but something that I had posted, I found on Facebook, because I don't use Facebook anymore, but I have all the old shit from back then.
Yeah.
Said 2011. So when did you arrive in
LA? 2008.
Okay, so I think we met probably in 2010. That's what I'm assuming.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I saw that you were originally from Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
What made you decide to up and move to LA?
It's interesting. A lot of people, because I'm an actor, they think that I moved for acting.
Yeah.
No, Chicago is just cold as fuck.
Okay.
And so in the wintertime, even though I grew up there, that was the one season that I got the most depressed, even as a kid. Like it was just kids go outside to play in the snow. And I did those things, but it was so depressing. Like some of the areas, like Chicago snow ain't just pure like snow you could eat. It's got piss and oil in it. And it just looks drab and run the fuck down in some areas.
Yeah.
So when we were kids, it's like you get hit with a snowball and you got that badass kid across the street going to pee in the snowball before he throw it at you.
No way.
That's nasty shit, man.
Chicago is a different type of beast.
Chicago is still the greatest city in the world. But during the winter months, the city shouldn't exist.
I always see that it's rated the most beautiful city in the world, in America. Mm-hmm. And then also the most dangerous, though.
It depends.
That's what the ratings online be saying.
Yeah, I mean, I think on the optics of it are a little worse than it actually is. But I mean, just call it what it is. It is violent like a lot of other cities.
For sure.
In certain neighborhoods and, you know what I mean? Gang violence, things like that. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, it is like that. And so, but yeah, that was one of the reasons why I left. But I got a job at BET in 2005.
I remember that.
Yeah, so I had to move to New York first. New York, that was crazy. Like that was talk about dirty.
Yeah.
Talk about dirty. I love some of my closest people are from there. I love the people in New York.
I love New York.
I don't like the geography of it. I like the people. I don't like the geography.
I love New York, but like you were saying, the cold, because I would love to do the bicoastal thing.
Yeah.
But for spring and summer, I can't do snow.
Yeah. Like winter
West Coaster.
LA. Winter, LA or Miami.
Yes, for sure.
Even some parts of the South, like Texas or something like that. But like when it's warm out, Chicago all day.
Yeah.
So, but acting, ultimately ended up being the thing of why I left New York to come to LA.
Right.
Yeah.
So you started working with BET. What exactly were you doing with them?
They had this thing called the New Faces Search where they were looking for.
Oh my gosh, you were a part of that.
I was a part of that.
I actually auditioned for that, but
Really?
in LA.
Oh.
In Century City. It was before Terrence and Roxy got hired for 106 and Park. And now that I think about it, I feel like BET, it was a scam. I feel like they already had Terrence and Roxy, and they just made the rest of us try out because they wanted
let me tell you.
the line.
No, let me tell you why. Terrence, Roxy, Alicia Renee, Shaming Martinez, and myself, we all get hired at the same time.
No way.
We did. It's like a week-long reality show they had. It was like a competition. They picked 10 people from around the country flew everybody to New York, and they made us compete, like interview people on the spot, do this, do that. We all took turns hosting 106 in Park. And Terrence and Roxy, like if you know them, like Roxy was already a radio host in Chicago. She auditioned with me in Chicago.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Terrence didn't get the audition, I think, in Atlanta, so he drove to New York the very same day after he realized he didn't get it to audition again.
Did you actually wait in the line like everybody else, or how did that work?
Goodness, no.
No. Okay, so that's what I mean by the scam part.
No, I had an agent.
Because in LA, they had like this massive line around the block. And I got there so late that I thought I got there early because it was still night outside, even though it was like 5 a.m. in the morning. But they ended up sending us to a different location where we just dropped off our headshots with like a resume. So I didn't get to auditions. So that's the part that I said I feel like was a scam.
That sucks. That sucks. But people, I mean, so what happened was I had friends who were reading for it.
Yeah.
And I called my agent and I said, all my friends are going and audition for this thing. And they said, hold on. They called me back a couple hours later and said, we actually got you an audition at an appointed time. So there were some actors in Chicago and probably in New York as well and some other places who had their agents call. And if their agents called, that means they could set up a time for you to go and you don't have to wait in line. I remember walking from Second City, Chicago, a place where I performed, walking down the street and seeing this line that was like blocks and blocks and blocks long and seeing two of my homies in line. And they were like, man, you just gonna skip the line and come? You can't just jump with us. I said, no, I'm not skipping just up to your part. Like I'm skipping you too. It's like I'm going right in. While y'all sit out here and suffer.
Yeah.
And
this
it was
is just for show.
I was just talking to y'all. I'm scheduled to go in right now. So I went in, and then Reginald Hudlin happened to be the person sitting across from me. Here's the thing. I don't think I would have booked it if he wasn't the person I was auditioning with, because they had all these different booths. And like there'd be one producer over here, another producer here, another producer here, another producer there. Reginald Hudlin, who his college thesis project was the movie House Party. You know, so he's been a great director for a long time. And at the time he took over BET. He understood my style of comedy. We went to the same comedy school, Second City. Like, so he knew I was a bit weird. Once he saw me audition. I think once I got to BET, I realized a lot of those other producers weren't fucking with me. Like they
were looking for a cool factor.
100%. The Terrence J. Like Terrence J is just cool. Like when you meet him,
like the fraternity guy.
You know,
very, very Trey Songz-ish back then.
100%. Terrence is like, I call Terrence the mayor because everybody loves him.
Oh, he's such a shake hand. That's my brother.
Like,
he's such a like proper.
He knows how to. He just knows how to get anything done. You know what I mean? And he's a chameleon. That's not necessarily a skill set that I have. I just knew how to be weird, and Reggie happened to be the one across from me. So I was very lucky that he was there, and so they ultimately ended up casting me. And but I realized while I was hosting that it wasn't the thing that a lot of missed opportunities that I had that I could have had acting, I couldn't do because of my hosting schedule with BET. So I started looking at my career and looking at friends that I came up with in the comedy world doing things. And I was like, damn, I'm doing the thing that I don't necessarily want to do. And I'm passing up on learning more about acting, and I should be in school, I should be in class more, but I couldn't do it. And so I just went cold turkey and quit. I just was like, I left, I moved to LA, and they were like, what do you mean you moved to LA?
After I had met you, I had seen where they had filmed you going from somewhere to LA on the way to the BET Awards. I think that's what it was.
That was one of the things.
I remember you had brought it up, and you were like, do you guys... It was me and my friend Bryn, and you were like, have you guys seen this show? And we were like, no. We didn't know what you were talking about. But once I seen it, it reminded me of somewhat of Hits from the Street. Do you remember? Was that what they were trying to recreate, kind of?
Yeah, because he was, again, another weird dude. Funny, left of center type of comedy. And they wanted that presence back at BET. He, still to this day, I'm like, man, I never lived up to that part. You know what I mean? He hit it during a time where people didn't see it coming. And then when I came in, people were like, oh, you just trying to be like him. And I was like, no, there's other funny people that get cast for things. He just so happens to be the blueprint. And so no matter who comes after him, it ain't going. Because then after me was Jay Farrow. You know what I'm saying?
Who's Jay Farrow?
Jay Farrow, he was on BET for a while. Jay Farrow was on SNL afterwards.
Okay.
And then now he's a big stand-up comic, movies, TV shows. Jay Farrow didn't hit it on BET after I left.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to me, it wasn't the talent necessarily. It was the environment in which they wanted the talent to kind of make something out of. And it just wasn't necessarily sculpted the right way in order for us to perform the way we could have. You know what I mean?
This year, BET brought back like everybody that previously hosted like 106 in Park and all these other shows. Did they ask you to come back at all? Or do they ever ask you to come back?
Yeah, no one asked me to do shit.
Yeah.
Look,
he's like, I'm in a whole nother world now. I quit them.
No, it's not even that. It's I don't. You know what's funny? I don't know. I talked about this a lot with like my sister and like Alicia Renee, who used to host there. We're like family at this point. Best friend in the world, and we talk about it a lot. I don't know what it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did what I was supposed to do. Things didn't go the right way. It wasn't like a disgruntled situation, but they don't ever ask me to come to the BET Awards.
That's interesting. I would think that they would.
You would think so. I don't get the
BET,
requests,
what's going
the
on?
asks. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe they think you're gonna say no.
I would say yes, but like at this point, at the way that it's been going. If they ask, I'm gonna say fuck you.
You're right.
Be like, you don't ask me to do shit. Like
Right.
I want to go, but I don't get the calls. So it's like, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'll still support, but I'm just not.
Being a comedian, did you ever do stand-up comedy?
Yeah. I've done stand up.
Yeah, and BET used to have Comic Central?
Comic View.
Comic View, yeah.
Yeah. But I wasn't doing stand up then. Like back,
that was like before our time.
Yeah, when Comic View was like booming, I was just doing like improv comedy and like sketch comedy. So writing material, writing scenes and stuff like that. Doing a lot of theater at the time. But I wasn't really doing stand up at that moment.
Yeah.
And stand up is something that I kind of I go in and out of.
I was gonna say, would you do it now?
Yeah. I've done some shows recently. I know the grind of a real comic.
Yeah.
And I don't want to half-ass it. There's a lot of people that become famous or celebrities and they think, oh, I'll just have somebody write for me and then I'll go and jump on stage.
Yeah.
But the real comics know. Like if I'm going to do it, I'm not going to be disrespectful to the people that like.
I had James Davis on here and I asked him what's the line between, because obviously watching Comic View back in the days and how raw they were. I like raw comedy.
Yeah.
But we're in that day and age where it's like, if you offend the wrong thing, it's like cancel culture.
No.
So I had asked him, I was like, do you ever edit yourself down? But he said no. He still likes the raw comedy, but he said he doesn't say something to get clickbait pretty much. He's like, I'm never going to try to offend,
just for the sake of it. Yeah, no, I agree with him. You in a perfect world, you want to be your authentic self when you're performing because that's how you're the funniest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You feel it is in you. Nobody has your point of view and you say it. It might offend some people, but like that's the risk you take. And hopefully we get back into it. I mean, I think we are on our way back to that. You know what I mean? You got like Shane Gillis hosting the ESPYs. I thought he was hilarious.
I thought he was, but again, I like raw comedy.
Exactly.
So when I watch things like even the roast, I saw the backlash that they got with the football player
Tom Brady. Oh yeah.
Yes, and I personally I didn't see anything wrong with it. I thought it was great.
Me either.
So
I thought, and that's what it is. Like old days, Don Rickles back in the day and Richard Pryor, they used to destroy people. Like I'm talking the stuff that we hear now ain't shit compared to what they used to say back then. And then they were all friends.
It was hilarious.
You know what I mean? And they were all having a drink afterwards and going to each other's birthdays and weddings. And like, when I'm talking with my friends, we shit on each other aggressively. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. Me and my friends too.
Yes. But unfortunately, the level of sensitivity, I feel like it's hard to examine why. You know it is because I don't feel that way. I grew up being roasted. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like
I always explain that to people because sometimes people do get offended with my jokes sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm not a malicious person, so I'm never looking to offend. But I grew up roasting.
Yeah.
Like you, and so it's funny because most of the people that get offended start off joking on you.
Yes.
It's just they only have one joke.
Exactly.
And you walked in and I already had 20 in my head.
Yeah.
So once you start with that one, now you're mad because I won't stop.
I killed you.
But it's also like, but you started it.
Yeah. You can't. Yeah, if you can't stand the heat, you know what I mean.
Yeah, don't come in here firing at me.
Yeah,
and now I gotta feel bad because you're offended.
I know. Yeah, that's the word.
It's a cold world out here.
It is. Are you afraid that at some point you might sneeze and your earlobe might stab you in the back of the jaw?
No,
I just
this
realized
is
that was
actually
a thing.
a real earring. It looks like a screw,
But it's pointy as shit at the base.
It's not.
It's
It's actually not. It looks like it.
Oh, okay.
If you feel it, it's not like sharp.
That freaked me out.
I got it from Spencer's. Remember that place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they closed?
No.
They still? Oh,
They're
you
still
just-
open.
Yeah.
And I used to be somewhat of a punk rocker.
Uh-oh. You had the chains.
A poser punk rocker though.
You had the chains and everything?
I still have the
Still
chain.
got the scar?
I got a chain right
You
here.
still got the chain?
I do. I keep up with my fashion trends.
You do.
Yeah.
You do. I need
So
some
I like
advice.
little cool shit like this every now and then
Oh, that's
because
dope.
it starts conversations.
Yeah, it looked dangerous.
Before you said that you already had an agent. How did you acquire an agent in Chicago?
Honestly, it was
It was easy.
No,
Let us know.
well, it's not that it was hard,
Yeah.
but it was one of those things where I did it at the most basic level you could possibly do it.
Okay.
Back then there was no like electronic submissions. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? I was at Second City. I asked my mentor there, Deanna Griffin. I said, "Hey, how would I become a television actor?" And she said, "Well, just stay the course and learn how to act." And I was like, "All right, great."
Yeah, that sounds very basic.
Very basic.
Yeah.
And so I was just stayed at Second City for a while. I was doing theater at the same time, was getting better, was building bigger audiences at Second City. And I said, "Okay, now what?" And she said, "Okay, you have to get a headshot."
Mm.
Like, what is that? She's like, "A photo of yourself."
Yeah.
I was like, "I got plenty of photos." She's like, "No, professional."
Yeah.
All right. So she sent me the number to a photographer, this guy named Brian McConkey in Chicago. I went to him, didn't have enough money to pay for it. $300.
Damn, for a fucking headshot?
Yeah, a whole set, but my boy ended up giving me the money. Shout out to Peter, I appreciate you. Gave me the money for my headshots. Then I said, "Okay, what do I do now?" She said, "You got to come up with a resume." I said, "Okay." I lied my ass off. She gave me a template of what a resume would look like. I started making shit up. I mean, I had a lot of theater productions on there, but as far as like TV, it's
Yeah.
shit. I was making shit up, and so
Back then, they couldn't check like that.
no,
though, either.
they couldn't.
It wasn't like now where they could just pull
Yeah.
up. IMDb was not as big as it is now.
I know. So I was in there, special skills. I think one of my special skills said thinking. I was like, I was trying to be funny.
Yeah.
And yeah, sent it out. You put it in a manila envelope.
Mm-hmm.
I sent it out to every agency in town, right? Some of them I just like went by and dropped them off.
Mm-hmm.
And they all called me back.
Yeah.
They all called me back. And immediately in Chicago, you didn't have to be exclusive to one. So I had about 3 agents. And so they all sending me out for different stuff. And I started working immediately. I started booking commercials and, I had like literally right out of the gate auditions.
Nice.
And so BET was one of those auditions.
Yeah.
So at that point, the benefit that I had, a lot of those cats that were in there had no idea on just audition protocol, just how to carry yourself.
I hate audition protocol. I never booked anything ever doing an audition.
Really?
When I was following the career,
Mm-hmm.
everything that I got was from Central Casting, which is a background agency. It was all based on my picture.
Mm.
And they take a picture there for you. It wasn't
Mhm.
like I had to submit headshots back then.
Mm-hmm.
But anytime I would get called in for auditions after I got signed to an agency, I would never book it. I hated auditioning.
I still hate auditioning.
Yeah.
I like the process of it because I know this is my opportunity. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you're this close to doing the thing you want to do.
Mhm.
All you got to do is do the thing that you're promising them that you know how to do. It's a different environment. It's like a room like this, as opposed to the scene being set, a different actor giving you different energy, different environment. You know what I mean? So auditioning is a different skill set that a lot of people don't master. I mastered it for a while, but then once everything started going to self-tape, it was like, I haven't mastered that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not my favorite thing to do. But yeah, that's just that's basically how it happened in Chicago.
Yeah. So what were you doing before acting? Like what kind of line of work?
Trying to get laid, like that was it. Well, I couldn't get no ass. That's what
No way.
None, man. That was all I was trying.
When did you lose your virginity?
I was 19. Well, you can imagine.
Damn.
Boy, you could. What? But I used to lie about it too. I used to say I fucked everybody.
Yo.
I used to be like, oh yeah, I fucked her.
I always tell people in high school, everybody thought I was extremely sexually active.
Yeah.
I exuded sex. I didn't lose my virginity till like late 17, 18.
Okay.
But I had multiple opportunities before.
Yeah.
Back then, I felt like everything was gonna give me AIDS. Like that's how you're taught, you know. Like, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get something. Like,
did you look at it wrong?
Yeah. So I definitely had the opportunities, but I would just turn them down. Yeah.
Yeah.
But everybody thought that I was like this freak.
Oh,
Because I hung out with a bunch of freaks that were down, and so everybody just thought I was with the shits.
you know what I used to do?
Huh?
So back when porn used to be scrambled on TV, like we had like the little descramblers.
Yes.
So I used to be able to see it, and not a lot of other students were able to. So I used to be like the counselor. These kids didn't know what they were doing. I used to act like I knew what I was doing because I saw it in porn. So, I used to give terrible advice. I'd be like, man, Lamorne, I'm going on a date with Tiffany or somebody. I'm like, what should I do? I'm like, you make sure you go balls deep. What's balls deep? What's that? Oh, it's when you take your testicles, shove them in her vagina, and then you pull them out. They go, wait, what? I go, yeah, I think that's what that means.
It's so crazy because it's so funny. I seen on the socials of the medias where something said that Gen Z would never understand the level of flipping the channel before your parent walked in to catch you watching porn, and I just related with it so well because we knew how to press that button to change to make it look like we was watching cartoons. The moment an adult was about to walk into the room.
Oh yeah, they didn't have those parental settings
at
back
all.
then. Well,
You had to have like the back button to automatically change back. Oh my God, there were so many close encounters though where I almost got caught.
Oh yeah. Oh, at my cousin's house, they used to have this videos. They had like all their videotapes like lined up, but behind one of them, it was like a blank tape. When you opened it, it was this porno called Vanessa Gets It. So it's like Vanessa Del Rio, all the old heads out there. Yeah. And I was like 5 or 6, and I remember my cousins watching it all the time. And I was like, what
and
are
the
they
crazy
doing?
thing is you just watch it to watch it. It's not to like beat your meat.
Yeah.
Like, nobody was masturbating then. We just like to watch it.
I know, except for that one weird cousin under the blanket. What you doing under that?
I used to love the ones with storylines. I always loved a good storyline. You couldn't just jump right into sex. That bored me.
Damon Jr. used to have this funny stand-up bit that he did. I forget what he did it, but he was like, he's like, remember when you used to trade porno tapes with your friends at school? And he goes, and you get home and you press play and it's in the middle of the porno. He goes, that's when you know where your friend came.
They were over it after that. That's hilarious.
That's one of the funniest bits that I've seen him do. Oh yeah. I mean, how do we get on this?
I don't know how we got on that.
So back to church.
Oh, because I asked what you were doing before. Before
I used to wait tables.
Yeah. Okay.
I used to wait tables and bartend a little bit.
So are you a big tipper now because of?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It's one of those things, man. It's like 50% or up. You know.
Wow. What restaurants are you going to? Because I need to get a job there.
I know how little the base pay is, and I know how cheap customers can be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You could work a 8-10 hour shift and walk away with $50 tips because people are just not tipping that day. And it's happened to me a lot, where somebody will have a $70 bill and they will leave you like legit like $1 as a tip. And they've been there all day. Damn. And you're like, damn, like this is, I can't work like this.
What kind of restaurant were you working at?
Man, I worked at TGI Fridays, which is my favorite restaurant in the world. Love TGI Fridays. I worked at a place called Ed DeBevick's, which is very famous for Chicago.
I feel like I knew what that was.
Ed DeBevick's, very famous Chicago restaurant. They had one here in LA and Beverly Hills for a while, in Arizona, but it's where you can be rude to your customers and you're dressed in like 50s themed.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yes.
They come in and you're just like, fuck you want? Like, I want to get seated. And they're like, well, sit your ass down.
They have a place in Miami now called Bacon Bitch. Mm-hmm. And after everything, like, it throws you off because when you go to order, you're like, okay, they be like, what can I get you, bitch? Everything ends with bitch. And then you're just like, at first you're like, whoa, hold on now. And once you get the hang of it, you love it. Yeah. I watched a older black couple walk in not knowing. Yeah. And the girl was like, what can we get for you, bitch? And the lady was like, what did she just call me? And the husband was like, that's the name of a place. She was like, you didn't hear her. Like, it was about to be some shit, and I was just rolling. I'm like, those places are dangerous.
Man, I want to like bring that back, like on a more wide scale, because I think people take themselves too seriously.
For sure.
It's okay, especially when you're working at a restaurant and you don't get paid that much. Sometimes you just want to slap somebody. And I think calling somebody a bitch relieves that energy and that tension, so you don't have to slap nobody because you got it off your chest.
I wonder if the people don't leave a tip there. They're like, "Where's my tip, bitch?"
Yeah.
At the end of the service.
100%.
But I think in Miami they automatically add the tip too.
Yeah, some places they do. I think that's in Europe they do that. A lot
New York
of
do it. Yeah, Europe was already doing it way before, but I think New York and Miami have acquired it. Certain places out here started to do it, but I kind of like that too, though. Sometimes.
I like it sometimes too because it does take pressure off of you having to always do it. You know what I mean? For folks, especially for folks who like might not have it like that, to always be tipping big, because you don't want to leave a small tip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That is a person. It's your food. It's the thing that fuels your body and keeps you healthy.
Yeah.
I don't want nobody doing nothing weird to my food.
I always tell my friends that when they start going off, I'm like, let's leave.
Yeah, because
now they're gonna spend in my shit. Cause
you rude as
you
shit.
might not even get it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's so shady. You are a girl dad.
I am a girl dad.
How is that?
It's great. It's great. I didn't think it would be great originally. Initially, I thought I was like, oh man, it's gonna be tough. Like, I gotta protect her from this and do that, and you still have to do all those things. But it becomes less of a burden and more of like a pride thing. Like, that's my little girl. You know what I mean? And
she's adorable, by the way. I saw a video where she was trying to teach you how to do something. She called you silly.
Oh yeah.
And it's always so funny because some people get offended by the word silly.
Oh, really?
She's like, no, silly. And you were like, oh.
Wait, what are we doing now?
We're playing football, so I'm the coach and you're the listener, silly.
Yeah, she's me. You know what I mean? Like she likes to joke around a lot. Sometimes I have to pretend to be stern.
Yeah.
In some moments, because like, especially when like, because we do bits at home all the time, and then the teacher will call me and say, Lily won't stop doing bits. So now I have to like teach her the difference of when and where to do bits, because she thinks it's okay everywhere, And so that's the hard part is I love when she's being silly. Yeah. But like, I do want her to do well at school.
Do you want more children?
With the right woman.
I feel like every kid needs a friend.
Yeah, I believe so. Because I see it, you know what I mean? There's a lot of times where we're at home playing and, daddy tired sometimes. I can't keep putting on costumes with you. If you had a sibling.
I can imagine you being so animated.
Yeah. I am. Yeah,
she got lucky to have you as a dad, because I could just imagine it's like a character all day.
It is. Literally today we're playing Ghostbusters all day and doing science experiments because she was trying to build slime.
Oh,
and so she
love slime.
Oh my gosh, dude, she's covered in it. Like, I'm not joking. Like, there's like slime and gum. I introduced her to gum maybe like 6 months ago, and that was a big mistake.
She's sticking it everywhere.
It's all over her face, and it's like on her. It's everywhere. I'm like, I don't know how you got it there. You know what I mean? Went to give her a bath. There's gum everywhere. I was like, I gave you one piece.
That's
like,
hilarious.
Her hair.
Nickelodeon always does the Nickelodeon Awards. Have you ever been to those?
Never, but I will be going.
Okay, so I was gonna say, get your team to set you up, because they do it where they slime you guys. She would love that.
Oh, she's gonna love it. She's gonna love it.
So being from Chicago, do you ever watch the show The Chi?
Sometimes, yeah. You know what I will say? I have a hard time watching shows about the place that I'm.
Okay, because I was gonna ask, how authentic is it to your upbringing?
Some of it is, because I was born and raised on the south side of Chicago, and so a lot of my family lived on the west side of Chicago. Didn't have the best childhood as far as like environment, So we left the south side of Chicago when I was 14.
And the south side is the more hood side?
Yeah, some parts of it.
Okay.
Some parts of it. Some parts of the west side too. But just like any other city, like south side is big. So a lot of south side is where you see on the news and people getting shot and all that stuff. But then a lot of the south side is just like, just regular. You know what I mean? Like black suburbs and white suburbs, So, but it depends, honestly, it just, I don't know. I just can't watch if it's not, like, I don't want to watch it and then be mad.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that ain't how we do.
Yeah.
I used to work in a restaurant scene in Chicago, and I was watching The Bear. I didn't watch all of it, but I watched some of it, and I was like...
I just started watching that.
Yeah, I was like, that's kind of authentic to the restaurant culture in Chicago, I will say. And then certain characters in The Chi remind me of certain folks
Yeah.
that I came up with. You
Right.
know what I mean? So I do think there's a level of authenticity there. That's why they keep going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured that because I was like, people have to relate to that. So when I saw that you were from there, I was like, I wonder how.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, usually people who, I think Lena Waithe created that show, right?
Mhm.
She's from Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
So if you had somebody who wasn't from there, I'd be more hesitant.
I feel like she does a good job at casting a lot of people that are from there in the
Mhm.
show.
Yeah, except for me.
Well, you just said that. I was just like, Lena.
Lena, what the fuck? Hold on for 1 second. Lena. Nigga, what does the dude Jordan the Stallion say? Come closer. Come here. Come here. Lena, what the fuck? Not
Lena,
one phone
put him
call?
on the show.
And she claims she loved me.
You know, they have so many more seasons to come. I feel like it just
know.
keeps getting picked up.
I know. I just got picked up. What is it? Season 100?
Yeah.
Got
I think they're in season 5 now?
5 or 6, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so last year you won an Emmy.
Yes. Oh,
And I saw that you took your mom.
oh yeah.
How was that experience? And then winning on top of it. Because did you know you were going to win?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the crazy part.
You know, because sometimes you ask people, like, did you know? And some people, I feel like some people do know. But
Yeah.
I
I think it depends on the award show. I think the Emmys is too big of a thing because
Yeah.
if you tell somebody they're going to win, like in my category, for example, is Robert Downey Jr.
mhm.
If you tell Robert Downey Jr. he's not going to win, he's not going to
Yeah,
show up.
Yeah, okay, got
And it's not going to look good. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right.
So, so no, they definitely don't tell you. When I tell you I was shocked, I genuinely thought he was going to win. Or Jonathan Bailey, like I'd seen some of his performance in Fellow Travelers, and he's such a fantastic actor. And I was like, man, there's no way I'm winning this
Right.
this category. But I don't know why I didn't have that belief that I would win. I've been acting for so long that you kind of just like, I do it for fun.
Yeah,
And I do it for
you do it for
love
passion
of it,
of
and
it.
passion of
Yeah.
it. That the nomination came as such a big shock, and the win was an even bigger shock. But yeah, no, I didn't know I was going to win. That was one of the coolest experiences of my life, just because my mom was there. My mom has been with me through every major milestone of my career. When I booked my first TV show,
Yes.
she happened to be in LA visiting me at the time. When I booked New Girl, my first big commercial back in the day, she took me to the audition. Every movie premiere, my mom is right there with me. So this was one of those things where, it just the look on her face. They showed her on the big screen, like this massive screen, crying, and I got more love about my mom
Yeah.
being there than I got about me winning, winning the Emmy.
Because people could see the passion
Yeah.
and seeing that her son just achieved this huge accomplishment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was probably the most fulfilling part of it, is being there with her to do.
I love that. Did
Yeah.
you already have a speech written, or did you wing it when you got up there?
I had to wing it just because.
Did you cry?
No.
Okay.
You know what's crazy? I talked to a lot of folks who've been nominated, and I said, what advice would you give me? Should I prepare a speech? Should I not prepare a speech? Should I wing it? And they said, the only thing you need to work on is your loser face. They were like, because more than likely you will lose.
Mhm.
Somebody's got to win. It's probably not going to be you. If it is you, then great. You already won. So who cares about what your
Yeah.
speech is? But if you lose, you don't want to look disappointed because the camera's right in your face. You ever see, like, sometimes people go,
Mm-hmm.
and then they just smile and like,
Especially with social media nowadays, if you mouth something,
Yeah.
they read your lips, and then it's in all the blogs later.
Exactly. So I was working on that. But what I was gonna do when they announced Robert Downey Jr.,
Yeah.
I was gonna curse the camera out. I was gonna go motherfucker.
Yeah.
I was gonna do a bit. And so if you notice when I win, I put my hand up because my instinct was to put my hand up to the camera.
Yeah.
But I had to go, shit, they called my name.
Me.
Lamorne Morris, Fargo.
Like,
Yeah.
whoa. And the speech was, don't forget people's names. And immediately I forgot everybody's names. So I started panicking and going into just bit mode, which is the only thing I know how to do when I can't think of anything. I just start doing a bit. Like,
Explain a bit.
a bit is like something you don't take. It's like something comedic, like a quick little thing.
Like little jokes.
Little jokes, you know what I mean? Like, whether it could be going into a character, you can
Yeah.
start talking like this, or being nervous, or you can just do a bit, For me, it was, I thought of my daughter, and then I started like talking about her, rambling about her, like how she doesn't respect me.
My beautiful daughter, Lily, I love you. I told you I would do it. You've always doubted me. I'm your hero. I'm your leader.
And she never believed in me. That was a bit, talking about where babies come from. I said my mom's been my biggest supporter since I came out of her. I was about to say since I was born, but but I said out of her, and I didn't want to say vagina, so I said her butt.
She's been my biggest champion ever since I, came out of, I dropped out of her butt. Yeah, whatever. I know where babies come from.
And then I was like, I know where babies come from. You know what I mean.
Did they end up putting the music on you?
They right at the end, right at the very end, and I told them to shut up.
I always wonder. I'm like, damn, because it's like I talk fast, so I feel like I would, if I ever won something, I feel like I would get it all out because I talk so fast.
Here's the problem: they start the clock once they announce it.
Oh, so you see a clock?
Yeah.
So it's really the walk up too.
Yeah, because I had to remember if you watch it, I go to hug my mom, but she's crying.
Mm-hmm.
So then I get up and hug John Hamm, Juno Temple,
Oh, so you wasted some of your time hugging
Yeah.
people. Yeah.
And then John Hamm goes, because I was about to walk away because my mom had her hand down. John Hamm goes, go hug your mom. And I was like, oh, she's available now. So then I hug my mom. By that time, half my time is gone. And so when I run up on stage, I gotta I don't know. And I'm sitting in front of Meryl Streep is right there.
Oh, wow.
The whole crowd of people that I admire and that you just dream of working with one day. And it was such a surreal experience. Whether you get something from it or not, just that moment right there, it kind of, everybody, no matter what your profession is, you need a little bit of validation every once in a while. Whether it's a fan on the street saying, man, I love your work, or whether it's somebody DMing you, hey, I thought this was funny, you did, congratulations.
For sure.
Or even winning an Emmy, obviously, and being in that room with those people. I go, okay, the year is 2020 at the time, 2024. I am currently doing the thing that I'm supposed to be doing. Let's hopefully in a year I'll still be doing the thing that I'm supposed to be doing. Because people's moods change, people's circumstances change. You might have to switch up your career path. You never know. And so that right there was just more than anything was like a validation.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what's up, and congrats. Shit.
Thank you.
I hope you get many more.
Hey, that's the plan.
I saw that you played Garrett.
Yeah, Garrett Morris.
Which was the first black man on Saturday Night Live in the it's called Saturday Night movie.
Yeah.
Have you ever been on Saturday Night Live?
Never been.
Even with doing the movie, they didn't call you guys after?
They didn't call none of us.
Damn! What is going on?
Man, they didn't call none of us. But that's one of my big lifetime goals is hosting SNL.
Yeah.
Look at that. I used to think Garrett Morris is my father growing up. I mean, I was like, Mama, are you lying
You
to
look like
Daddy?
him. What was the experience like playing him?
I grew up watching him. Martin, Jimmy Fox show. He's one of the greats, and he's somebody I always identify with. I loved his character on Martin. I loved how slimy his character was, and so funny and gaudy the way he dressed. And so getting a chance to, one, get to know him and just talk to him and hang out with him every once in a while is again, one of those career validations where you're like, am I sitting here having a conversation with Garrett Morris right now?
Oh, he was there with you.
Yeah, well, we met up beforehand.
Nice.
We had a bunch of Zooms, FaceTimes. I presented him an award at the American Black Film Festival, this Lifetime Achievement Icon Award, and me and Leslie Jones, we presented it to him. That was one of the, again, it goes back to damn, they asking me to do this?
Yeah.
And so that was cool. That was cool to see him get on stage and then roast me. You know what I mean? I was like, hey, that's just funny. He still got it.
Yeah.
Man, almost 90 and he's still just sharp.
Yeah.
And so getting a chance to play him was it's like a dream come true. You know what I mean? I think that's a film it's a film that's kind of, that's what do you call it? It's like a painting. You know what I mean? That will last forever of an iconic comedic institution like SNL.
Yeah.
And when people talk about it and they'll say there was a movie on it and then they'll watch the movie and it's like, man, you're going to be a part of that forever.
Yeah.
I think the director, Jason Reitman, did a great job of building the mood and the tone of the time. Everything down to the set, the stage, the wardrobe, even the extras and the background actors, like they were all in full costume. They all had roles to play, so everyone, there were no real background actors. They were all actors. Some had lines, some didn't.
I like that.
And it felt like you were it felt like you were there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
In the moment.
And even when we talked to some of the people who were like Garrett, who watched it, he said it was very, very cathartic for him, and very like he said he was emotional. He was crying when he was watching it because it felt genuine to him. I
mean, you did your job well.
Hey, thank you.
He saw himself in you.
Hey, that's as validating as any award you could possibly win. Yeah.
In Hollywood, and granted, he was so great to you. Have you ever experienced negative moments with other actors? I feel like you're such a stand-up guy, but I feel like sometimes, like, people just treat people weird. Have you ever had like that?
Nothing too crazy. But you encounter like, you mean just like working with people and
working with, or even crossing paths with sometimes. And I feel like you're such a guy that you're like nice and talk to people.
Yeah.
And like sometimes you just get weird energy from people, or they're just like not as open or even caring to like meet you.
Yeah, it happens from time to time. And I'm not like, because I used to have a real big problem with like actors who are kind of divas. And then the more I got into the business, the more I realized that people are just people. And maybe they're having a bad day. Maybe they're having a bad moment. You never know. You never know what's going on in their lives. So I avoid them. If I see somebody ain't, very talkative or whatever, like, you will not see me talking to that person.
It's like you just have one. That's me.
Yeah.
I'm like, you got one chance to make me feel some type of way. And I'm like,
hey, the moment you do it, I get loud and clear.
Yeah.
You will not have a conversation with me again. In fact, if it is an issue, I will go straight to the producers and go, can we rewrite these scenes where I'm not in them?
Oh, I
don't
that.
want nothing to do with that person. So yeah, but it's nothing ever that crazy. You know what I mean? Back in the day, I was 19.
Okay.
And we ran into this actor named Luke Wilson. Now, Luke Wilson, old school, his brother is Owen Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Luke, I don't know if he was having a bad day this day, and he probably was. I'm going to be a bit more gentler with how I say it, because I've said it before to other folks, and I'm not as kind.
Please.
My girlfriend at the time was like, I'm going to say hi to him. And I said, no, we're in a surf shop looking for like clothes to go and like practice surfing. It's first time in California. And I'm like, she's like, I want to say hi to him. I was like, no, don't say hi. She's like, I'm just going to tell him I enjoy his work. And I was like, all right. She walks over to him, but she's like, excuse me, Mr. Wilson. He takes his shades off and he turns around and looks at her and he's like, what? And she's like, I just wanted to say we enjoy your work and we're big fans of yours. And he goes, what do you want? And she's like, nothing. And he put his shades back on, turned around and walked away. And my boy goes, bye, Owen. And it was like my jaw hit the floor. And I was just like, I love that dude. Like,
no, it's the worst when it happens that way.
Yeah. But now that's one of the reasons why if you walk up to me on the street, if you say you love me on something, or you're a fan, you want a photo, you want me to FaceTime your sister, you want me to record a video with you, I say yes.
Yeah.
Because it's scarring to a person who's a big fan of yours. And if you shut them down.
It is.
And I lived with that, with what he did for 20 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, really, like because one, that was my girl he was talking to, and I didn't do nothing. And I was just kind of like, I'm a bitch. Like, I should have did something. I was like, yo, and I could, and like, and then the adult in me now is like, man, he probably just came from drinking somewhere. He was probably hungover, or he was probably having a real bad day. I don't know what happened to him that day.
That's nice of you to think that way.
I can't tell.
I had a similar experience, and I was a teenager at the time. We were coming back from Las Vegas. My mom was a huge Brian McKnight fan.
Okay.
And we're waiting to get on the jet, and Brian's there. And when I tell you my mom was a Brian McKnight fan, like had all his cassette tapes, okay? Because this was like back then. And she was like, oh my God, are you Brian McKnight? Again, like your girl. She was like, shut, I'm gonna go say hi. Yeah. Me, I was like, leave him alone. Like, she's like, I'm not gonna say hi, you know? And my mom's a baddie, so at the time she's probably like, bitch, I'm saying hi. Shit, he gonna see me. And she was like, are you Brian McKnight? And he just kept walking. Like, mind you, he's on the same flight as us. So where are you going? We're at the gate already.
I would stare at you the whole
He's
time.
kept walking. Me being her son, I did not keep my mouth shut.
Oh.
I was one of those kids with a mouth.
Yep.
And I said something and it was aggressive. That's my mama. And it pissed me off. And he ended up coming back and apologizing. But by then she was over it. She was like, it's cool. Like, I'm good. You know? I do run into him from time to time.
Do you remind him of it?
So he was actually at a wedding of a friend of mine, and I just don't acknowledge him. I don't talk like you. I hold on to it, you know. Like I don't care about him at this point in my life and my career. It's like whatever. Have you ever had any great experience and random experiences running into anyone?
Oh,
because I had a really cool one time.
With who?
Random. I'm gonna start with the story before I say the name.
Yeah.
So me and a group of my friends, we were coming back from San Francisco. This is when Virgin Airlines was still a thing. Yeah. Virgin America. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Get on the flight. We're in first class. Two of my friends they date, but the boyfriend was sitting in my seat. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I get on the flight. I'm like, yo, get the fuck out of my seat. Yeah. And then he's like, no, I want to sit next to my girlfriend. I'm like, ugh. And then the lady behind was like, it's okay. You can sit next to me. I'm way more cooler than them. Mm-hmm. You know, older than me, white lady. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah. And then she's like, how you doing? And I was like, I'm good. She's like, what's your name? She asked me my name. I did not ask her hers back. Yeah. A part of me just didn't care because I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm just talking shit at this point. Yeah. And then she's asking me questions. She's like, what do you do? And I'm like, oh, I work in PR. She was like, oh, who do you work with? I was like, oh, I'm like fresh to the game. I'm like, I work with a few reality stars, but nobody like huge yet. And she was like, okay, nice. My friend then turns around and he's like, yo, we didn't find a ride from the airport because Uber wasn't a thing yet. Yeah. And so I was like, fuck, let me call my roommate, see if she can pick me up. Call my roommate. Can you pick us up? This is before we take off. She's like, today's my birthday. I'm like, fuck, happy birthday. Yeah. So then I'm like, okay, never mind. We'll figure it out. The lady next to me then goes, where do you live? And I was like, by the Grove. And then she goes, I could take you home as long as I can go home first. I'm like, what do you mean? And then she was like, I live in Beverly Hills. She's like, I have a driver. She's like, as long as I can go home first. I was like, I got 2 friends though. She's like, as long as you guys don't have a lot of luggage, you're good. And I'm like, are you sure? I don't even know you. I just met you right now. She's like, it's perfectly fine. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, so what do you do? And then, so I get off the phone. I'm like, so what do you do? She goes, I'm an actress. And I was like, really? Anything big? And then she goes, I go by the name of Sharon Stone.
That's my time.
So then all the ghetto comes out of me in that moment.
What the you didn't know you were talking to Sharon Stone?
No. So then all the ghetto comes out of me and I'm like, bitch! Like, oh, bitch! You're huge! And then she goes, and I was like, bitch! And I was like, shut up. She goes, you shut up. And I go, shut the fuck up. Like all of it is just coming out of me. Oh. And she's just like laughing. And I mean, obviously the flight from San Francisco to LA is like such a short flight, you know? But I got questions and she was open. Yo. I mean, she told me how she got into acting, how she went to school on an arts scholarship. She told me how she lost her virginity. Oh, wow. She told me how long she tried to lose. Like, she was so open. Then when we landed in LA, it was like a guy waiting for her, somewhat of a security guard. She directed him to go get our bags, described all of our bags to him. We get to her car. Her driver was like, code 3, like pretty much change of plans. And then she planned out our seating. She told my homegirl, she's like, you sit in the front. She told her boyfriend, you sit in that corner. She's like, J. Ryan, you sit next to me. And the whole ride, she's like whispering in my ear because it wasn't like a conversation for the rest of the car. It was like the greatest moment. Then we pull up to her mansion in Beverly Hills. And everything in me wants to be like, can I use your restroom real quick? Because I just wanted to go inside and see it. Like,
can I bowl in your bowling alley?
Yo, okay. And I have not run into Sharon since. And I can't wait till the day I do because now I'm like a grown adult now. And I'm just like, damn. But she was great. Such a cool person. Her driver told me on the way home that he was like, she's very misunderstood and that she likes very outspoken people. When I entered the flight, I said, get the fuck out of my seat. That was the first thing that came out of my mouth. He was like, she loves people like you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was like one of my good experiences.
Man, I'm trying to think if I have anything remotely like that's too good. That's too good. I've had a lot of good experiences with different people. Yeah. One just popped in my head and then it went away. Damn. Oh, yeah. Oh, something that happened recently. I'm a big Ryan Reynolds fan. Okay. I never met the man. Never met him in my life. Deadpool. Love Deadpool. You know what I mean? Like, he could... I don't know about his off-camera stuff or whatever. With
everything going on right now.
I honestly, I haven't even looked into it. Well, I don't know.
Oh, I was deep in it.
I just go... believe all Ryan Reynolds is. That's
He's not really involved in it.
Yeah,
Let's
I
just
know,
leave it there. Yeah.
So I was like, but he's one of my favorites. And he started following me on IG a while ago. And so occasionally he'll like drop me a line, like if he saw Saturday Night, he, just, hey, I thought you did a great job and all this stuff like that. I have a Deadpool mask in my house, but it talks to you when you walk past it, and it'll say something crazy, like, look at this idiot.
Yeah.
I'm like, shut the fuck up, Deadpool.
That's dope.
But my daughter is obsessed with it. Sometimes she'll sit there and have full-on conversations with the mask. One day I just recorded her, and I DM'd it to Ryan, and he sent back the sweetest video to my daughter, like showing her the real like Deadpool mask, and he's like, your Deadpool mask is pretty cool. Look at mine. He's like, but mine doesn't talk. And he was like, you have a cool father. Your dad is so talented. He's so this and blah 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 blah. And it was the nicest video. I showed it to my daughter, and after she watched it, she goes, "Who is that?" Because she's never seen the movie Deadpool.
You're right.
You know what I mean? She doesn't know who Ryan Reynolds is, but she knows his voice.
Yeah.
And she, like, because of the voice, will talk to you from the thing. And so I had to explain to her, like, that's the guy who's talking in the thing. And it was like, for me, I was like, that's such a cool, he didn't have to do that. You know what I mean? And every once in a while, like, you have these moments with actors who are just, like, just giving. And like you said, like with you, she didn't have to offer you a ride home.
Fully gave us a ride home.
You know what I mean? Like strangers. You know what I'm saying? And
Black strangers.
yeah, she was like, it's just people be people sometimes. And again, it goes back to the case of like people being disrespectful or rude. There's never a place for that. But I also give a little bit of grace and go, I don't know
what you're
going through.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I agree.
Like it's everybody reacts differently towards the shit that's going on in their lives.
Yeah.
Like I remember one time I had the flu and I was going to the CVS to pick up medicine, and this guy stopped and asked for a picture. It was like 3 a.m. or something. And I looked like shit. I got my hoodie on. I was just like congested, couldn't breathe. And I was like, oh man, not right now, bro. I'm not feeling my best. And he goes, man, fuck you. It's just a picture.
Damn.
I was so heated.
Yeah.
But I was just like, don't respond.
Yeah.
Now, I could have responded with a bottle to the back of his head. I could have took my Theraflu and whipped it at him. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't too sick while I whoop your ass. I might cough in your face.
Right.
And so, but some people would do that. Some people would go back at it, well, fuck you. And then it turns into a whole thing. I just don't have that in me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You grow up in a certain environment. Like you leave that shit behind sometimes. Like I grew up in the South, like I said, South side of Chicago. So people handle shit a little differently.
Right. You're like, there's a little bit of that in me.
Yeah, it's there.
Play with me.
Sometimes. Like it's there sometimes, but like, and my big brother wasn't there with me. He used to beat people up for me. So that,
Oh my God, don't you love having big older siblings? I used to like threaten my sister on everybody.
Oh yeah.
And mind you, my sister's so cool. She's a Scorpio, so there's like a fierceness in her. But like, and we went to high school together. So like, let a girl try me. I'm like, get my sister to beat you.
Yeah, my sister to handle
like,
this.
I was so that person.
Oh yeah. My sister gonna handle this work for me.
Do you have any passion projects that you're working on right now?
Oh, a few. Working on something with my writing partner, Kyle. We do a podcast together.
I saw that, the Lamorning After show.
Yeah. So, wrote a project that we're putting together now with Kenan Thompson.
We love him.
He's the fucking best, man. Like he's one of the goats. So it's kind of like getting to work with him is gonna be dope. Putting together a few things actually. Some I can't really talk about, I guess.
Right.
But yeah, always writing, always creating, always trying to generate stuff. Another actor, Jermaine Fowler, and I are putting together a movie. It's really funny, weird comedy.
Yeah, put me in a walk-on role. I just want to walk on,
Oh yeah, I got you.
Not like background though. Like,
no, you come on and say something.
Like one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a scene where I'm sitting on a bus and you come up and you go, bitch, you in my seat. I'll be like, oh, okay.
Right. It's so funny. Speaking of background, so I don't know if you remember, but I was on one episode of New Girl.
Wait, you were?
I was. And it's so funny.
I probably remember that. Okay.
It's so funny because I got casted on it and I knew you were on it. So I was like, oh, dope. I get to see the homie.
Yeah.
When I got there, one of my clients was actually booked on it because I was doing PR still.
Yeah.
Celicia Stowers, who won America's Next Top Model, and she was a walk-on role that day. And when I got there, I was so happy because when you see me, you were like, what up? And then like, I got to eat all the good stuff because everybody could see me with you. So I wasn't on like the background side. When I was here today, I was telling them, and they actually found a clip where you can see me far in the back. behind the two white guys, that is me.
Hey!
And I was like, yo, the fact that they found that was so crazy to me. That's
so
me just
funny.
singing in the background.
Oh.
And the funny thing, that's Alicia next to me, but she actually had a walk-on role. Like she was actually speaking. I can't remember what the what it was.
What this episode was exactly.
I don't remember because I remember just hanging out with you all day. So when they asked, they were like, do you remember the episode? I was like, I don't remember it, but I remember Celicia was in it. So that's how we found it. We're putting her name in it. Yeah, I just thought that was so crazy. But yeah, I remember it was a fun day because I was like, cool, the homie here. I ain't got to do much.
I missed it. Bro, I missed that show so much. We had so much fun on it. And there was always a lot of cool characters that popped in and out. And just like you said, like if you're doing background on there, you're still kicking it. It's like, especially scenes in like this, like the bar scenes, it kind of low key feels like you're in a real bar chilling. You just got to stop every once in a while and then start over again. And like, I don't know, it was like a good vibe, a good energy.
Good times. How many seasons did you guys have?
7.
Oh, that's a pretty good run.
Yeah, another great run. 7. Man, I'm trying to get those back.
Right.
I have a new show coming out in 2026 called Spider Noir. It's
I saw that.
Yeah. So hopefully we get
Do you know what that's going to be on?
It's going to be on Prime.
Okay.
Amazon Prime. Yeah. So Nicolas Cage, it's going to be dope.
Is it animated?
No.
Okay, that's what I was wondering because when I saw it, I was like, is it an animated thing or okay?
No, it's live. So it's based off his character that he played in the animated movie Spider-Verse.
Okay.
So he played the black and white Spider-Man in different multiverse.
I didn't know Nicolas Cage was in that.
Yeah, he's the star of it. You know what I mean? Like he's that dude is the truth.
He's dope. I remember him from Face Off.
Yeah.
I just watched Con Air. Yeah.
Oh man.
Those movies back then, to me, the acting back then was so much better. I think the effects and obviously like the time weren't as good.
Yeah.
So, like when you punch somebody, it was like, psh, you know? But the acting was just so like good.
Back then, they treated it like, I mean, a lot of these actors too had big presences in theater. So they're actors.
Yeah.
Nick Cage is an actor.
Yeah.
And when you put him in an action movie, he's still going to be an actor. You know what I mean?
The hair.
Yeah. A lot of times the action stars just worry about just the action and they're not necessarily believable in some of the scenes. But back then, I mean, those dudes are real actors. You know what I'm saying? Like all those actors in those movies, like took it seriously.
And what's your character in this?
I play Robbie Robertson. He's a reporter for the Daily Bugle.
Okay.
I can't say much more after that, but he's a big part of it.
Okay, I'm excited. Let me know when the premiere is.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm coming to the parties.
Coming
to all the parties. Let's play a game called Actor's Choice.
Okay.
And with this game, you get to choose what out of the 2 actors that I present, who you get to work with.
Ooh,
or who you want to work with. So we're going to start with Nicole Kidman and Reese Witherspoon. Out of the 2, who do you want to work with?
Ooh, I want to say, I love both of them. Damn. 9 Perfect Strangers was a show that I wanted to be on that Nicole Kidman was starring in, but Reese Witherspoon has more of a comedic chop to her. Yeah. I just love her. So I think she can be silly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if it's something serious, I still think she can be silly. So yeah. I would say Reese Witherspoon.
Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one. Halle Berry or Angelina Jolie?
Ooh. Man, I would say Halle Berry just because...
Halle Berry!
Because when you grow up, Halle Berry was like a staple in our community. So it's like you work with... I mean, they're both icons. But Halle Berry to me is... And I don't really see Angelina Jolie doing much these days. I know.
I actually heard a rumor that her and Halle Berry are doing a film together.
Really?
And it's supposed to be like Bond girl versus... I forgot what Angelina's was, but yeah, it's like they're battling. It's supposed to be an action film.
Oh, that's sick.
That's the rumor, and I hope that it does come out because that would be some amazing shit.
You ever see Halle Berry do her like weapons training when she was doing for John Wick?
For John Wick, she actually did good. I was pissed that they didn't bring her back. I actually thought that they were gonna bring her back. In the last one. Yeah, she ate that
because doing the, like those tactical things is difficult.
Yeah,
like I've done that before, and I'm watching her do it. Like, oh, was she a killer for real?
She got like the real training for it, and she posted it all on her social media, which I thought was dope.
Yeah. So I would love to work with her.
Yes, Halle.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise?
Oh, don't make me choose.
Yes, you have to choose.
Don't make me choose. I think Tom Cruise is our last action hero, and he has never stopped being that. you know, always big stunts,
Agreed.
big things. But I know a lot of people that work with him, and they're like, he makes you do your own stunts. Not saying that I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
But I would like,
It makes you work out.
yeah, I want the ability to choose if I'm going to do that or
Yeah.
not. And I feel like Brad Pitt, you're like, hey, grown man, I don't care if you do
He's
your own
chilling,
stunts. I feel like, so, that's tough. Oh. Brad Pitt or, can I drink on that one? No,
Yeah.
Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise. You know what? I'm gonna say Tom Cruise.
Okay.
I'm gonna still say Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Because
You're up for the challenge.
Because the people that work with Tom Cruise as well, I know Damson pretty well, who work with Brad Pitt, but I never talked to him about his experience working with Brad Pitt. The people that I talk to who work with Tom Cruise have nothing but great things to say, and about how invested in your future career he is.
Yeah.
Like he really is invested and wants to make sure that you achieve the things that you want to achieve.
I love that.
And he's a big ally for you in getting those things. If you watch Top Gun Maverick, like Glenn Powell is in that with him, and he's basically like a mentor to Glenn Powell now. Like some of the dude Tarzan is now in the
Tarzan, that's my boy.
Yeah, Tarzan.
And I
is working
saw
with him
he was in that, and now he's a big part of Mission Impossible.
Exactly.
And he has him everywhere with him.
Yeah, my buddy
Yeah.
Danny Ramirez was in that, and then Danny's posting photos that Tom like let him shadow him because Danny's gonna direct something. I was like, that's fucking dope.
That is dope. I
That
like
is
people that
dope.
like really like utilize their success to help others.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go
Yeah.
with Tom Cruise.
All right. Tom, you won that one.
Yeah.
Will Smith or Denzel Washington?
Oh, it's Denzel Washington,
Okay.
and I love Will Smith.
Yeah.
I love Will Smith. Denzel is over anybody on this list.
Right.
Period. Denzel is my favorite.
I love that.
Favorite of ever.
I met him when I was a child
Oh yeah.
at Pan Pacific Park in LA.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Was he nice?
I was a smart ass kid. Yeah. He was nice. I was a smart ass. But yes.
You all go, what's up, bitch?
I remember back then he had that. It was like and I never saw the movie because I was a kid, but it was about what's the boats that go underwater?
The ships.
Yeah,
Submarines.
Submarine. It was some submarine movie that he had at the time. That
Was
he
it Hunt for Red
promoting.
October? Was he in Hunt for Red October? No, he was in Crimson Tide. Was it Crimson Tide?
I think it was Crimson Tide.
I might have been Crimson Tide. I forget.
I was like,
Yeah, I think it was.
probably like 9 years old with a smart ass mouth.
Yeah.
I just remember him saying like, "What's your name?" And I said, "I asked you first." Of course, my mom's standing there like, "You fucking like, that ass kid."
God.
But
The Crimson
yeah,
Tide,
we
yeah.
love Denzel. I
That's so
love that Denzel is doing Broadway right now.
Oh yeah.
I love when I see huge actors go and do plays.
Well, Denzel never stopped doing plays. That was the thing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he never stopped. He'll tell you he is a theater actor who also does movies.
I love that.
Like he's like theater. That's his, and that should be for every actor too.
Yeah.
Every actor should do theater. Whether you continue to do it, but you need to start there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it truly tests your love for it. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times, especially when you're doing small local community theater, there's no money in it. But the real actors who just love performing will do it for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next one, Robert Downey Jr. or Robert De Niro?
Oh, Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. He's also one of my all-time favorites. I love Robert De Niro as well. Don't get me wrong. But Robert Downey Jr., Tropic Thunder is one of my favorite movies. And I don't care he went in blackface.
Yeah.
I say,
I don't know why back then nobody cared.
Nobody
about it.
cared. Nobody cared. I was like, that shit is
Nobody cared.
fucking
That shit was hilarious.
great. And
yes.
Tony Stark and Iron Man is my favorite.
Yes,
It's like,
I love Iron Man, and I'm so happy he's coming back for.
oh my god,
Doom-
like he
Doom?
can't do any wrong.
Yeah.
You know, for me.
Love interest: Zoe Saldana or Margot Robbie?
Yeah,
Is that how you say it?
Margot.
Margot Robbie.
Yeah, Margot Robbie. Oh, I'm gonna go Zoe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Zoe Saldana because I kind of know her a little bit, not a lot, but I know like we acquaintances. We have mutual friends. Like I'm friends with her sister, and
Yeah.
but she's so bad.
Yeah. I love that.
She's so bad.
She is bad. Like,
Margot Robbie bad too. but-
Zoe been bad though.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I mean. Like she been bad. Like, damn. Yeah. She's so bad.
so on the show, we like to check out some weekly topics, which are off the topic of you. That way we can get some laughs. So we're going to start off with a weekly topic. If being made an example was a person, Heston James, a TikToker, was facing up to 9 years in prison for doing public pranks. And he is facing up to 9 years for doing pranks in public. You know, those kids that go to like,
Good.
stores and
Good.
shit doing pranks.
I ain't even seen
Can
it
we
yet.
see his
Lock
pranks?
his ass up. Yeah, lock his ass up.
Damn.
Go ahead and bring in the guys. What is going on? No, you guys need to leave. You guys are not workers. These are my workers.
No, he shouldn't go to jail for this.
This is what he's going to jail for.
Hey, this is kind of funny.
Let's get this ironed out. Check your HR emails. We were going into a different one. They didn't need us there. They sent us here. You guys are good to go. What do you mean we're good to go? Go ahead and bring your guys in.
Come on, get out of the store.
See if I was on the phone or not. Here. You guys can get to work. We're all good.
Yo, he going to jail for this?
He is going to jail for fucking with these businesses.
You guys do not work here. You guys are good to get out. You're literally cleaning this right now. What are we talking about? Wait, are they messing with Wait, hold on. Are you guys messing up their portion sizes? Yeah. I'm district, so that's what I'm coming here to check. It's gonna clean house.
So I think that the problem is,
Yo,
do you see that he's standing in the kitchen?
that could be a health problem. Like
So I think that was one of the issues. 9 years he's facing up to. I don't think he's been convicted yet, but
no.
he's facing up to 9 years for those pranks. Do you? I think that they are making an example of him.
That when I said lock his ass up, that was before I saw the actual prank. No, I think he should be applauded. 'Cause I think that's actually funny.
Yeah.
It's such a like well thought out thing. Like he
Yeah.
getting shirts made, he doing a whole thing. I think
Yeah.
that's cute. That's like, okay, that's kind of funny. It's the dude's like, what's his name? Vitaly.
Which one is that? And what
The
is he
big
doing?
dude, he'll go to like other countries and like say a bunch of racist shit to like old ladies,
Oh yeah.
bully people, like physically,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
do shit to people. Is he because he's massive and he's fucking crazy? I think he's got sentenced to like 24 years in prison
Oh, so he's in jail.
in the Philippines. Yeah,
Oh.
that I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
that sounds like you deserve.
I'm like, yeah, dog. Like, I get you think it's funny, but come up with a real talent.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know you like to like be provocative and all, but come up with a real talent. You
Yeah.
walking up to a little old lady sitting down on a stoop and like bullying her and doing some shit. That's
Yeah.
not talent, bro.
Yeah.
That's just a
It's
bitch.
just a bully. Yeah.
Like you a bitch, dog.
Yeah.
Like that type of shit. No, you should go to jail for that.
Yeah.
But this, no,
You
he
think
should.
Heston shouldn't go?
They should pay him. They should pay him to go into businesses.
I feel like I can understand him getting in trouble. Do I think that he should be sentenced to 9 years in prison? No. I think that there should just be some sort of fine there.
Yeah, like
Or like
okay.
crossing the line, some sort of trespassing fee or something like that.
Yeah, maybe like pay a ticket, get a
Chris, what do you
ticket.
think?
Yeah, I mean, pay the restaurant or whatever business you walked in some restitution or something.
I will say, if I'm going to Chipotle and you're standing behind there, I am pissed. Like, don't be reaching over my food and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't play with that.
Yeah, I could understand I could understand that.
Yeah.
But like also like some of those employees don't be washing their hands either.
Right.
Nasty motherfuckers.
9 years is insane.
People go to jail for less for actual crimes.
Deadass.
You know what I mean? Like I haven't seen in the bylaws of our laws that you can't dress up like a Chipotle worker and walk in and act like you're cleaning. Like that's not. Now all of a sudden there's like a 9 years is on it. Like
Yeah.
I hope they don't.
In a recent interview, Jim Jones said that his mom taught him how to tongue kiss when asked when he was younger. And here's the clip.
Mom taught me how to kiss when I was younger. Taught me how to tongue kiss when I was younger.
Like, what's the instruction?
She showed me with her mouth, like she
kissed you?
It's my mother.
Nah, I'm just
Who taught you how to kiss?
Not my mama.
Okay.
What?
My mom didn't teach me how to kiss either. At all.
What the fuck?
I was so thrown off when I saw this clip because I was like, wait, what?
So let me get this straight. Jim Jones, the same man who out here talking about how he had a bigger cultural relevance than, was it Nas?
Nas. Yes.
You just played yourself.
Yeah.
Jim Jones, congratulations, you played yourself. You just said your mama stuck her tongue in your throat and taught you how to tongue kiss.
Me. And then he defended it. That's my mother.
That's my mom. Did she teach you how to finger too?
Yeah.
Did your mother teach you about 69ing? Did your mother teach you about the cunnilingus?
Now, did you ever watch Jim? Did you ever watch him on?
Did your mama
Love
teach you
and
about
Hip
anal and doggy style? Reverse cowgirl?
Yeah.
That's my mother. Of course she did. What the fuck are you talking about?
His mom was like pretty She was pretty crazy. Jim Jones' mom was crazy. Who taught you how to kiss?
She should be locked up. Wait. You taught your son how to...
Yeah, I was so thrown off when I saw that. I was
Let me
like,
teach you how to get your dick sucked, son. Like, what?
I don't think anybody ever taught me how to kiss.
Yeah, I don't think... I just think... First of all, if you know, you know. I do well. But I don't know who taught me. I think it was just practice with like having a girlfriend for so long, you know what I mean? And not being able to lose your virginity as much as I wanted to when I was a young teenager, that all I was doing with the girls was just kissing. You get enough practice, you're like, oh, now I'm a damn pro at kissing.
Right.
I'm really trying to get some vagina here. It's like, I'm really trying to know what that feels like.
We used to call kissing scamming back in the days.
Scamming?
Yeah, out here. They were like, how many scams have you got? that was like junior high days.
Oh my God. Jim Jones been scamming since he was a little boy.
With his mama.
Oh my God.
Jim, that is disgusting. And stop telling people. I'm sick of these rappers telling their stories. Like Kanye talking about he sucked his cousin's dick. You talking about making out with your mama. Like it's getting crazy. Like certain stories, y'all just got to learn to keep to yourselves.
I forgot about that.
I think he elaborated on this week, actually.
He's still talking about it?
He elaborated on it this week.
To clarify?
He was explaining, which I don't feel like we needed. I feel like once you say what you did.
What I meant by
He
that
tried to say it was one time, but it was like, but in your first statement, you said since you were from this age to this age. So that doesn't mean one time.
That was a long time.
Yeah.
He's like, I did it for 3 straight years.
Yeah.
Consecutively. I took breaks for water.
Mind you, I think the cousin is like in prison. So it's like you're bringing up something about a person in jail because you know he can't get to your ass.
Yeah, well, somebody getting to his ass. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Oh!
That's fucked up.
On the socials of the media, some girl says that men that are extra helpful around the house are eager to help with things are homeless. And this is the clip.
That's fucked up.
The dude spent the night at your house one time and he overly eager to like take out the trash, clean up, help you do this, help you mount shit on the walls and all that. Maybe even go outside, put some air in your tire, all that. He homeless. Don't fall for that shit. So you over here like, oh, he's so nice, he's so nice. He can always come back over here. That's what he wants you to think. He homeless, so you really need to sit down and have a talk with him. Why are you doing all this? You only spent the night over here one night. Like, why are you doing all this? And then you like, do you have something to stay? And he say, yeah. He sleep on his mama couch. He ain't even got his own room.
Stop it there.
Damn.
Do you agree with that statement?
I think that statement could be true. I just think maybe she hasn't had good men in her life.
I think that the statement could be true, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's true.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes when women, or let's not even put a male or female on it, I feel like this is the problem with dating.
Yeah.
Like we overanalyze shit before just being helpful.
Yeah. If he was the opposite, you was gonna say he ain't shit.
Exactly.
If he walked in, left his shit in the kitchen, didn't put air in your tire, saw that it was flat, saw that your place was stinking. First of all, why your trash so filled? Yeah. You waiting for him to take it out for you.
I'm like, damn, he put air in your tire, took out the trash.
Yeah.
You mad about that?
Yeah. I'm like, you don't walk around here with a flat tire and trashy ass house. He wouldn't, if he ain't had nothing to clean, if he had no tires to fill, then we wouldn't be talking about this.
The sad part is he still likes you.
Yeah. I ain't going on no date with a chick with three full tires and just one just always low. Bitch, get the nail taken out. Patch it up.
Clearly she wasn't driving.
No, yeah.
So he's been driving and now he sees your car and why you haven't been driving.
Yeah, exactly.
And your house stinks. So he said, let me take this out because I don't want to sit in this house and smell this shit.
But at the same time, she could be right.
Because
let me tell you something. If you show up and you do that on day one, you try to show like, hey, I could be a good roommate.
The shit is good.
Yeah,
you might have some good shit going on.
But at least he, again, at least
he's
even if he is
keep.
It's
I agree with
earning
that.
it. You know,
because a lot of people wouldn't do that part either.
They wouldn't. People
he is a keeper.
Yeah,
build him up. Build up that man, girl.
Exactly.
Because if you don't, the white woman will. Wrong or Fair Game. This is another game. Wrong or Fair Game. Recently, Michael Rapaport. Do you know him, by the way?
I did a shoot with him once before we did a music video together.
Perfect. I figured you did know him. Speaks on Hulk Hogan and people talking bad about him in depth. And this is the first clip. We're going to show you 2 different clips and tell me if this was wrong or fair game.
Been passes away. We're not going to disrespect the Hulkster. That's what we're not going to do. Is we're not going to be disrespecting Hulk Hogan, the Hulkster. I don't care if he had some controversy outside of the ring. I don't care if he endorsed Donald Trump. We're talking about one of the most original characters in American popular culture history, whether you know wrestling or you're a fan of wrestling or not. We are talking about a guy who created something out of his imagination that captured the world's attention. Men, women, and children all know who Hulk Hogan is.
Okay, so now let's go to his second clip, because he, after this, retracted his statement 2 days later.
All right, this is now my third video about Hulk Hogan, which is more videos that I did about Hulk Hogan when he was alive. When I did my now controversial Hulk Hogan video 2 hours after he passed, right after he passed, I saw all this derogatory stuff about his association with Trump. And I said in the video, what we're not going to do is disrespect somebody who brought so much joy to the world. In the video, I also said I know he was involved with some controversy and I wasn't aware of it. I'm not a Hulk Hogan super fan. I'm not a wrestling head. I'm not a Hulk Hogan documentarian. I don't know everything about the life and times of Hulk Hogan. I was not aware at the time, from the bottom of my heart, that he was involved with that racial controversy, the N-word controversy. Obviously, if I knew that at the time, I wouldn't have done the video, or my video would have been a lot different. I have openly condemned racism, sexism, anti-Semitism, all of that on this platform with my face on wax.
Was this wrong or fair game?
Wait, which part? Him apologizing?
Okay, so speaking out, I think when you're in the entertainment field, and obviously you guys have teams.
Yeah.
When you speak out so quickly about something without being fully aware of it, because clearly he had a strong stance on, we're not going to talk about Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
But then when everybody started firing back, now there's like this whole retracting because it's like, oh, I wasn't aware of.
Yeah. I think that's a fair thing to say, is that I wasn't aware of.
Yeah.
I can't, just because I know about it, just because you know about it, doesn't mean everybody knows about it.
Right. But it's also Googleable.
Yeah, but I also don't think when somebody of that stature passes away, your instinct is just damn, and you go off and you just post a video.
Yeah.
Especially when that's what he does. He makes social media content now. So I think that's fair.
Okay.
But I do think it's also fair, and I do think it's happening more and more, and I applaud people for going, yo, I fucked up. I didn't, because a lot of people double down on shit and go, no, I said what I said, and blah, 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 and alienate a lot of your fan base by the stance you took for this person who didn't fuck with a certain group of people.
For sure.
So I go, so I'm like, it's good on people to say, yeah, I took that L. I eat crow a little bit, go, okay, I said something and I shouldn't have said it. Because I think hopefully now we understand in this world that people are people, and they definitely fuck up and make mistakes, make certain decisions. And you should have the grace as a civilization to say, you know what? This person went back on social media, made a video saying I was wrong. I
appreciated that. So I agree with you on that.
Yeah, I could appreciate that. Now, I don't know. I heard some of the stuff that Hulk Hogan said, like all the what do you say? I want my daughter dating no and saying all that shit. He apologized about it. Let me tell you something.
He apologized because he got caught and it was recorded.
Let me tell you something. Let me explain something to you. If you a grown man and you have your stance, first of all, I don't care. You daughter date whoever she want. Do you can date. You can say you don't like somebody. I don't give a fuck. But when you don't say black folks, you say
hard ER.
What it says to me is that that's in you. Exactly. And it's been in for you so long. No one day of you know what, now that I think about it, I take that back. So the apology don't mean shit to me.
Yeah.
It just means you go live your life over there. I'm gonna live my life over here. I'm glad to see where you stand, especially with a fan base of people that rocked with you for decades.
And a huge black fan base at that too.
Yeah. So and if people, and that's up to other people too. If other people want to forgive him and God bless the dead, but I got no dog in that race. So I go, I don't care.
I agree.
You know what I mean? I'm like, you know, I was a Bret the Hitman Hart fan anyway. Yeah. You know, shout out to Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. You know, unless you pull up something that they said that was crazy and racist, then you know, which I don't know. But like, did they?
I don't think so. Okay. Nah, they're still good.
Okay, they're still good
in our eyes. Yeah.
All right, cool.
We still rocking with Stone Cold.
Yeah, we still rocking with Stone Cold.
All right, Michael, we go call it fair game. We appreciate the apology video. Throwback Thursday, I found something.
Okay.
And I wanted to show you it. It was around the time that we first met. And here's a photo.
Oh,
do you remember this night?
I do. Oh my God. Yo,
look
that's
how
crazy.
Young we look.
Look at that gaudy ass hoodie I was wearing. Well, that's the type of shit they used to give you at
that
BET.
That was definitely Ed Hardy.
It was Ed Hardy.
You got the matching hat and everything. God damn.
Yo.
Do you remember? Do you still talk to Chad?
No, we follow each other on social media.
I haven't seen Chad in forever. So Chad, for you guys that don't know, is a friend that actually introduced us. And this night was a random night that we decided to go to Santa Monica with a pack of beers and just hang out playing music because we ain't had nothing better to do.
Man, Chad, was that Brenda?
Brenda, yep.
I used to want to date her so bad.
You know, she is living her best married life.
She's married now?
She's married and rich.
Damn. Okay. Married and rich?
Married and rich.
What?
Married rich. That's my girl.
Man, that was one of those. You ever like? It's like it's weird because even though we were, how old were you in this photo?
Probably like anywhere between 21 and 23.
Yeah, I think I was like 25 in this photo. It had to be 25 in this photo, and it still feels like a childhood crush. Whenever I see a picture of her, I go, man, she ain't want your boy. But you know, it's all good.
Hilarious. So on this show, I like to ask, what are you watching?
Ooh, what am I watching? You know, I just finished Landman. With Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, someone else came on the show and talked about that.
Yeah, I just watched. It's like Taylor Sheridan makes some cool shows, and I don't know why. I forget why I started watching it. I think I was flying to London, and so I downloaded a bunch of stuff to just watch on my iPad, and I started watching that, and I was like, "Yo, this shit cool.
Yeah,
this shit is dope." Yeah. You know, Billy Bob Thornton is, and the whole cast. Everybody's great in that show. Demi Moore, John Hamm.
Demi Moore is on it too.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't even know.
Man, that show is dope. So yeah, I just finished it. I literally probably yesterday. I just watched. I
gotta get into
last
it.
Episode. Yeah, it's a cool show. 10 episodes. What else am I watching? I don't know. I kind of watched everything. I did the whole Severance thing. I watched. I'm about to start Penguin. I never watched it.
Oh, Penguin is so good. Know it's gonna. It was a series that's made for the film.
Okay.
So pretty much, there's not gonna be a part 2. It's gonna be. So the next Batman is where the Penguin is gonna now be his.
Oh.
So that's why they made the series, and then he's gonna be on the next film. Yeah.
Okay, so I gotta go watch it.
Yeah, which sucks because the show was so fucking good.
So no more of the show?
No, it was supposed to be a limited series, they said.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, damn. Well, that's a show that I gotta check out. Everybody talks about it in such high regard. What else? There's another show that people were watching that damn.
I'm barely in the 5th season of Yellowstone.
There we go. I haven't started that.
Okay, so I started it on my flight as well.
Okay.
And now I was glued. And I got through 4 seasons probably in like 2 weeks.
Okay.
It's good.
Yeah?
Yeah. So
of
now
course.
I got to start the
Taylor
5th season.
Sheridan, right?
Yeah. So he's the one doing all those.
Is he just like, is he a machine?
Yeah, because he has a lot out.
Tulsa King. I love Tulsa King. And then, what's the one with Zoe Saldana?
The one we always talk about. Lioness.
Yeah, Lioness. Yeah. Then he's got apparently one with Sam Jackson called Nola King.
Damn, I never heard
they're
of that
coming
one.
out with. Yeah, Sam Jackson and Stallone just did a video on Instagram about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's killing it. I hope he casts you too.
Please. Please. I'm an Emmy winner.
Hello.
Come
Talk
on now.
about it.
Let's
talk
elevate
your
the
shit.
show.
If you could ever do a walk-on role on any show, what would it be? Like for me, it would be Law and Order SVU, and I always wanted to be a patient on Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Law and Order is a good one. Fun fact. I got offered a regular role on Law and Order during the pandemic, and I had to say no because it was in New York. In New York at the time, we're saying you have to have a vaccination card, and I didn't have one.
You know, you could have just made one like the rest of us.
At the time, I wasn't even thinking about it. At the time, I was just like, yeah.
Look.
You know,
in the industry, they could have made it for you.
I know.
Yeah.
I was like,
how were you thinking?
I was like, at the time, I was like, it was like one of those quick things too. Like, say yes, or we got to move on. Like, and I was like, yeah. And then they were like, well, we need to see your vaccination card. I was like, I ain't got one of those.
You became Kyrie Irving that fast.
I know. That quick. But then here's the thing. New York gives back. They start paying restitution to all those people that lost money. They let Kyrie Irving play. And I was like, can we rewind and put me on Law and Order? Please. That happened again with an Eddie Murphy movie, You People.
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
I was supposed to be a couple
Lauren
seasons.
London.
Yeah, I was supposed to be in that one. I couldn't do it because I didn't have the. Again, I was like, I was just Dr. Fauci. Damn it, man! Why you? Damn, I could work with Eddie Murphy. Man. Law and Order, man. Like, damn. But no. Wait, what was the question again?
If you could be on one of the shows, what would it be? I give you my two.
Yeah,
what
Law and Order. I would probably say. Does the show have to be on still, or could it be? Oh, Martin. Easily. What Martin did on Martin was the sole reason why I want to do what I do.
Yeah.
He played so many characters. He was like playing Roscoe, Shanae, and like all these different weirdos that would pop in. Brumman from the Fifth Wheel. Yeah, Tracy Morgan on that show. The whole cast was.
Have you ever met him in real life?
So me, Tashina Arnold, and Afion got a chance to play characters. We gave him like this Lifetime Achievement Award, and I played Kung Fu. I forget. Oh no, who did I play? Otis. I played Otis, the security guard that he played, and then Afion played Black Belt Jones. I want to say, and then and Tashina was and I think Regina Hall might have been played Roscoe or something like that. And we just got a chance to present him in that award. That was the only time I ever met him,
right?
And he was super nice and grateful and. But that was it. It's like, it's better than meeting one of your heroes. You get a chance to honor that person.
Right.
And so, even if I never meet him again, that was dope. Bucket list stuff for me.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So it would be Martin for sure.
Shout out to Martin. That's what's up.
Yep. Greatest sitcom of all time.
So you had a child, you won an Emmy, you moved to LA, you're following your dream. You have the Lamorne show, the Lamorning After show. After, yep. What's next for Lamorne Morris?
Oh man. Just being a good father. I think that everything goes from there. My career is it's a priority, obviously, but it's not the priority.
Okay.
When I had my daughter, it shifted my life in such a way that I didn't think it would. And it wasn't even like it shifted it out of like it was like I had to make adjustments. It was like I wanted to. You know what I mean? And so I feel like at the end of the day, as long as I hit that goal of just being a good dad, and like being an encouraging father and kind of helping my daughter get to the places that she wants to be in life and like just keep her safe and all that, like I feel like everything else will continue to happen. I've been blessed in my career, and I don't see that changing. Because I still do work like really hard at it. You know what I mean? It's just. Will always take a backseat to my kid, and to my family,
for sure.
And I think the wave we're going in now is I think that the business is very much so. It lends itself to that, where people can still be family people, and hold those values, and then because there was back in the day, like when I first started, that's all I cared about was performing. Like I didn't care about anything else. That was it. Now,
tunnel vision.
Yeah. Now it's like, no, I got to make sure my daughter's good. You know what I mean? Like I have to. That right there can't drop. Like you only get one shot at that. Because when she turned 18, if she don't like you, she don't like you. I'm like, damn it. So it's like, fucked up. No, I want to make sure I get that right. Because, if I'm healthy, I could be acting until I'm 100. You know what I mean? And that's what I want to do.
That's the goal.
I don't want to retire. I want to just keep doing it.
Keep going.
Morgan Freeman,
love him.
Garrett Morris, I want that. I want that life,
I think you're gonna get it.
I hope so.
We're watching and we're hoping for you. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming today, for saying you were coming and actually showing up. That's like the biggest thing, because with these shows it'd be tricky, you know.
I know.
Look, it was funny because once I saw that you had your show, I was like, I wonder if he deals with the same thing I deal with. Yes. I feel like people might show up more for you.
People still do show up, but it is a bitch to get people to
commit.
Yeah, people are like working and busy and they're not in town and all this stuff. So we have to do a lot of them over Zoom, you know, because it's easier that way.
I haven't done that yet, but again, I appreciate
this is better.
Thank you. I like this so much better.
I prefer it. You know what I mean? It's a more organic energy. There's no tape delays or no streaming delays or whatever. But no, this is great. And into you, in a final word, can I say something to the
100%
to the Luke Wilson out there? Hey man, you know, I don't know what you were going through back then. And I was a kid. And you know what? As an adult now, I just gotta say, maybe you had something going on. I'm gonna release this negative energy. I'm gonna release it. If your name comes across, I'll work with you. Unless you're still on that same shit, then you're not on that shit, then cool. But I don't think you are. Maybe you're having a bad day.
Hey.
It was a different time back then.
Let's work. I want to thank Lamorne Morris for being here today. Guys, if you want to be a part of the conversation or you have some questions for my boy Lamorne, check out his show, the Lamorning After podcast. Where can they find that, by the way?
Oh my God, anywhere. You can get it on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, anywhere you get your podcast from. It's there. So go check us out.
Yes, and stay tuned for all of his projects coming on the way. This is What's Next with Jay Ryan, and I want to say bye, y'all. Thank you.
Peace.
Crazy. Lately I feel like escaping. I get so numb when I fall for your love.